How you see your world is your world. Find a successful person that has a piss poor mentality. You won't. By the way, success I don't define just as money. I mean somebody who's living the life that they want, right? And everybody, whatever that is, it's different for different people. And it's nobody's business to define to you what success is supposed to be. That's your decision. I think that's the beauty of the human experience. We all get to decide what we want success to be. But I don't find people who are successful that have a shitty mentality by their own mark. I know lots of unsuccessful people who have a really shitty mentality and believe that somehow they're a victim. If you are trying to get advice, get it from people who are either just went through what you did, on the same journey as you, or somebody who has done it. And those are your three groups, really. But I would prefer to get it from somebody who has demonstrated competency over and over again versus somebody who's unemployed. For instance, if you're trying to build a business. And I don't mean unemployed as a negative thing. I mean somebody who's never fucking worked a day in their life or never built a business or never done anything other than trade hours for a paycheck. So if you were trained to trade hours for a paycheck and your son or your daughter or your friend or whoever comes to you and shares starting a business and you only know how to make money through income, going back to what I was saying before, what does that sound like? It sounds really fucking risky. Of course, these are the same people that will hate on the people that built businesses and became financially free. There's no judgment, that's just the human experience. So advice is hard to get from somebody that's in the same boat because you kind of have the same perspective. You generally want to get advice from somebody who's not in your fucking boat with you because they have a bigger point of view, but certainly collaborating with people that have the same vision or going the same direction, absolutely. And you can break it down. So if I'm trying to make $1,500, $2,000 a week, I may go talk to the guy who did it last week, but if he's only done it once, he may not even know what the fuck he did yet, or she did. What does that demonstrate? High level of competency. Not just in skill competency. Like if I'm in this room and I'm trying to get consistent, I'm not going to Vanessa for her skills. I just want to hang out with her. Why? What am I going to pick up? Mentality. Why the fuck does she go home when everyone else goes out after team night? Why the fuck don't I see her getting drunk? Why don't I see her fucking making dumb decisions? What is she doing that's so different, right? There's something that she's doing that's helping her win. I want to know what that is.
What if there's people on the team that, one, you know they could be great, but also we know their mentality is stopping them? How patient are you?
I'm patient until their shitty mentality becomes a disease. This always, like, I didn't get into a lot of scraps, fights growing up, but every time I did, it was always protecting someone else. Every fucking time. And it was the same when I played hockey. I'm personally hard to offend because I don't have enough respect for humans to take things too personal, but I am very protective of my family, my friends, my community. So what am I saying? If somebody has a shit mentality and it's fucking up the new guy, now we have a problem. If I can isolate that person where I just mute their influence and it gives them time, then I'll be patient with them. What happens is, if somebody is not aligned in our business with the values of the business, and specifically me, they are actively working against me. That does not mean they're intentionally working against me, but they're working against me because they are not reflecting the values that they're being taught and what's being said. Make sense? So that's a problem, big problem. And most humans, your top 20% do this, but your middle 60, 70%, when they come in, they look around to figure out what the temperature is. I'm looking for the people that are a thermostat, not a thermometer, meaning they're not looking for the temperature, they're gonna fucking set the temperature, but that's not most people. Most people are gonna look around and they're gonna decide, hey, what's acceptable here, right? And so if we say, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're about, and then they look around and somebody's got a title next to their name and they are not living up to those things, they go, oh, okay, so it's optional. When I hear somebody's like, hey, I can't come in today, I have a flat tire. Like that shit just makes me, and I'm just giving a silly example. There are so many examples. Now, I'm not saying if you are an employee and you hear an employer say, you're weak if you can't get here because you have a flat tire, you are entirely missing the point. Do you think I give a fuck? Who are you hurting? You. You're not fucking hurting me. I'm gonna get to my goals with or without you. You're hurting you. But when you have an employee and you say that, they'll think of you like a evil boss, taskmaster who doesn't care, who doesn't have compassion. I see this shit all the time. And I'm like, no. My goals aren't dependent on you. If you don't decide to show up, I'm not gonna slow down. You're just gonna look back one day and go, fuck, I missed that ship. God damn it. I remember when I could have been part of that. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about you. The easiest thing to do is ignore you. The easiest thing is just to remove you. The easiest thing is to not fucking hire you. To say something is because you care. It is literally the only reason to say something. Don't believe me? Think about how many piece of shit friends people have. They hang out with them and they tell them exactly what they want to hear when they full well know the person is full of shit. Give me an example. You have a friend that goes through fucking girlfriends every week to somebody new. And maybe they're lamenting this fact. And you know exactly why. If you're a good friend, you tell them. But what do most people say? You'll get them next time. The right one's out there for you. What do you know? Bro, your habits are shit. Your standards are bullshit. You lie. You're not truthful with any of them. You know exactly why they can't fucking hold down a girlfriend or a job or whatever the fuck it is. But what do most people do? They tell you what you want to hear. Why do they do it? They don't want to be disliked. They don't want to say something that's going to offend you. It's not selfless, it's fucking selfish.